So if you've been following PS Plus news, you'll know that MediEvil Resurrection recently got added to the catalogue. But why would I play the PSP version when I can play the PS4 remaster? Step 1 is to complete the game and get all 20 chalices, all 9 life bottles, all the journal entries and all the weapons. I start in Dan's Crypt and get the throwing daggers, small sword and copper shield and the first life bottle of the game. Then I collect the second life bottle and the first chalice in the graveyard, and I get the crossbow afterwards as a reward in the Hall of Heroes. Get used to this area, we'll be coming back to it a lot. Then on Cemetery Hill, I collect the club and the second chalice. There is a miscellaneous trophy we can pick up here, however I failed to get it, but I'm not too bothered about that. I'll be coming back here later. Life Bottle 3 is the reward, and then in the Hilltop Mausoleum we get introduced to imps for the first time who can steal your stuff. That's very annoying. No. Okay, first trophy of the run. Lose, then recover your weapon from an imp. I really did not want to go without my small sword there, so good. Off to a good start. Then it's time for the first boss of the game at the end of the level, the Stainless Glass Demon. There is a miscellaneous trophy for this boss fight as well, but I'm not going to pick that up now, I'm going to pick that up later. Ooh, new attack. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Ooh, that's quite an easy boss, which I'm very glad for, considering the circumstances. And we get a painful demise for defeating the Stained Glass Demon in the Hilltop Mausoleum. Excellent. Finally, I get the third chalice, and 3 chalices equals hammer time. I return to the graveyard and I get a trophy that I still don't really know how I got. That's just mean. Smacked a severed head. I am so sorry. So sorry. After grabbing the 4th chalice, it's time for the second boss of the game in the form of these 2 wolves. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. I don't care. I used all my life bottles. I do not care. Wolfsbane for defeating the Guardians of the Graveyard. Ho ho ho. The Scarecrow Fields is really the first area of the game where I'm struggling a bit. I don't really have a good way to deal with these scarecrows right now, and that's an issue. I do, however, pop a trophy by taking out both these mechs. There we go, Impaired Drivers for defeating both mecha imps and their taunting imp pilots. Nice. As always, if you're liking what you're seeing, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Platinum Trophy videos coming out every Monday and Thursday. Good news everyone, I found a way to cheese the scarecrows in the end to kill them for the chalice. Pretty sure this is completely not how you're supposed to do it, but it works in my favour and I'm not going to complain. Okay, and we get the mostly armless trophy for killing something with your own arm, even if it is crows that aren't worth anything. With that done, I get the 5th chalice and the 4th life bottle, and I also get to pick up the enchanted sword in the Hall of Heroes. I take a break from the action to return to Dan's Crypt, where I open this wall for life bottle 5. We get walls for chumps for returning to Dan's Crypt and smashing down the secret wall. I knew there was a life bottle here, but I didn't know there was a trophy related to it. Not much happens in Pumpkin Gorge, I just grabbed the 6th chalice. The next area, however, the Pumpkin Serpent, is far scarier, and the Pumpkin King was causing me problems. Get him! Is that it? Please tell me that's it. I'm worried I was going to have to do that all over again. Whoo! Pulp King Pumpkin. Defeat the Pumpkin King in Mortal Pumpkin Combat. Don't mind if I do. 3 life left. 3. With that out of the way, I also get the Dragon Gem from the Witch and Chalice number 7. And I enchant the broadsword for the first time. Now with added magic, enchant the broadsword. I'd already done that, but doing it again gets me a trophy. The good news is that my competency has opened up the second floor of the Hall of Heroes, netting me the spear. I also discovered this really neat grinding trick you can do by basically speed running Dan's Crypt repeatedly. I can completely refill my life bottles and get a fair bit of gold in the process. That's important for a trophy later on. The Sleeping Village is up next. Again, there is a miscellaneous trophy here available, but I'm not going to bother with that just yet. But during this, I did drink a few more health vials and this happened. Partial to potions, strength 32 health vials. Excellent. After a bit of running about, I get the 8th chalice and the longbow from the Hall of Heroes. And then it's time for the Asylum Grounds. This was the first level where I really did not enjoy myself. There's a lot of puzzles that you have to do, and that damn smile puzzle was really frustrating, but I got there in the end. Unfortunately, the enemies are a bit too tough for my mediocre skills, and I did get my first game over. There is a trophy for a certain number of game overs, but we'll get to that later. Nonetheless, I do pick up the 9th chalice in the end, and I get the golden shield as a reward. From the Asylum Grounds to inside the Asylum, this is a much nicer change of pace. No puzzles here, just straight up action, and an unexpected trophy in the process. Okay, we get Dizzy Decimator for I don't know what, honestly. Defeating 30 enemies with the Sword Splinter. Oh, didn't know that. Okay. After killing a boatload of zombies, I get to the end and get my 10th chalice of the run with access to Flaming Longbow in the Hall of Heroes, one of the best weapons in the game up to now. Then it's time for the Ant Cave in the Enchanted Earth level. Here I actually got lost a lot, but I got there in the end. The 6 fairies was really what was causing me problems, but even with a guide, it wasn't really helping me, and I was getting very frustrated very quickly. The ant boss fight was super intense, so intense in fact I forgot to commentate it. Nonetheless, I did eventually win, but I made it far more difficult for myself than I needed to. I should have used the Flaming Longbow, I don't know why I didn't. Antagonists, eradicate the Queen Ant and her minions. Don't worry though, the 11th chalice did come through and I got the axe as a reward from the Hall of Heroes. That was also the second witch quest fulfilled, and I get another trophy. Which is familiar as well for collecting the witch talisman and completing both witch quests. That would be the other one as well, where I defeated the Pumpkin King. Nice. There's one more reward I didn't talk about, which is the chicken drumstick weapon. Again, very important for something later on. It's time to do the Enchanted Earth level for real, and after Dan accidentally releases the shadow demons into the world, I do grab the 12th chalice after killing pretty much everything and running around like a headless chicken, and I defeated the demonettes with the Flaming Longbow. Okay, that was a quick one. Demolish the demons, destroy both demonettes in the Enchanted Earth. Don't mind if I do. And then it's on to Pools of the Ancient Dead. I continue to use the Flaming Longbow to great success. Oh, Arsonist. Yeah, set 50 enemies on fire. No. Leave me alone. Okay, so I did get a second game over, but I did eventually get the 6th life bottle as well as the 13th chalice, which nets me the best sword in the game, the magic sword from the Hall of Heroes. Then it's time for the lake, where the magic sword turns out to be a bit OP. I kind of get through this pretty quickly. That's the 14th chalice and the magic longbow. Then it's onto the Crystal Caves. This one is similar to the Inside the Asylum level in the sense that it's more about the fighting than it is about the puzzles. The 15th chalice is mine, but that's after I loop around a few times trying to figure out how on earth I get it. And then it's time for the dragon fight, which was a lot closer than it needed to be, but I did get there in the end. Waka Worm for defeating the dragon in the Crystal Caves.
Take this dragon potion and leave me alone.
That was a lot closer than it needed to be. And then as I'm exiting the level, disaster very nearly strikes. Get out, get out, get out. Not even close, baby. I got the lightning from the Hall of Heroes, and that was the last weapon that I needed. Alright, and we get Master Dan at Arms for... Let me just double check this. I think it's for every trophy. I was kind of distracted. Yeah, collect every weapon. Sick. Alright, that's one part of the collectathon done. It's time to run the Gallows Gauntlet, and I think this is probably the shortest level in the entire game. I'm not entirely sure. I do accidentally get this trophy. Oh, hang on. Kill the Serpent of Galamir. Oh, sick. Did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. Oh, that was a good one. And after that, it's Chalice number 16 and Life Bottle number 7 from the Hall of Heroes. From there, it's time to head into the Haunted Ruins. I do fail this once as I run out of time, but eventually I do figure out what I need to do, and that's Chalice number 17. Alright, Sir Moneybags for collecting 10,000 gold coins whilst doing one of the Dan's Crypt runs. Fantastic. The ghost ship wasn't my finest moment, it's got to be said. Platforming isn't really my forte. I don't know what is my forte, to be quite honest, other than turn-based RPGs. Initially, I did lose too much health in the traps, which led to me not having enough health for the boss fight. But on the second time of asking, I get the job done. Okay, there we go. Bonehead, Bone Dead. Defeat the ghost ship captain aboard the ghost ship. Sick! The Chalice was actually stuck at 83% for a while. That's because I didn't really explore the level properly, but I do eventually find the remaining enemies, and that's the 18th Chalice. The entrance hall is a pretty easy level, and this is where the extra content for the PS4 remaster comes in. There's a chest you can find here that opens all the lost souls, and I get the first lost soul here to get the chain going. There's also a lot of imps here, and I happen to have the lightning spell. Zip, zap, imp, splat. Fry dozen imps with lightning. Pretty easy. Another miscellaneous trophy in the bag, and so is the 19th Chalice. I've just got one left to go. Next up is the time device. Actually a very tough level, but I do manage to stick it out. I also accidentally got the 19th Lost Soul. I'm not sure why I chose to do that, but whatever. I also pick up the 20th Chalice. Now, I also made a mistake and forgot to pick up the life bottle, but I have to come back here anyway, so it's not actually that big a deal. My last trip to the Hall of Heroes results in me getting the 8th life bottle and a gold trophy. King of Cups. Collect all the Chalice rewards. It's time for the final level Zarok's Lair, and there's a few trophies I need to clean up here, starting with using the Good Lightning Chalice a bit too much. Almost a hero for giving the Knights of Galamir everything you have. However, I finally get to grips with things and I defeat Lord Kardok. You are kidding me. Got there in the end. Not so scary now, eh? Defeat Lord Kardok and his skeletal steed. I also complete the journal, but I am so locked in, I completely forget to acknowledge that the trophy pops up. And there's only one thing left to do now, and that's take down Zarok once and for all. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Alright, there we go. Ooh. Quest completest. Complete all levels in the game. Let's go. Step 2 is to do all the Lost Soul stuff and clean up any miscellaneous trophies. Now, the Lost Souls are basically a treasure hunt. You find one, complete it in a new area, find the next one in that area, complete that one in another area, and so on and so forth. Now, you must complete the areas for the Lost Souls to count. You can't just quit and then restart or anything like that. And the final one will loop back round to the entrance hall. So I get to the sleeping village and it took a few tries, but I do eventually complete the level without harming any of the innocent souls. There we go. It's not their fault they're mad. Don't harm the mad family. I carried on the chain to Cemetery Hill, where the death trophy still hasn't popped, and I'm getting a bit worried because I know that one's glitched. But nonetheless, I managed to climb up the hill without getting hit by rocks. Okay, Rock Wrangler for avoiding all the rocks on Cemetery Hill. Nice. And I continued to kill gravestones. I actually forgot to record this, so here's footage directly from my PS5 instead. There's a few trophies to knock off in the Hilltop Mausoleum, starting with the chicken legs and eating an enemy defeated by the chicken legs. Om nom 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 nom. Colonel Fortescue's special recipe for turning an enemy into a roasted chicken and eating it. Om nom 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 nom. Then I threw some more chicken legs and let the imps steal them, then bought them back off the merchant and they fully reload, so then I can throw the rest that I need to throw. There we go, the answer is chicken for throwing 42 chicken legs, fantastic, and now I can use a real weapon. And now, the rematch with the Stained Glass Demon using just the arm weapon. Come on. Okay, this should be it. There we go! There we go, not so armless for defeating the Stained Glass Demon with just your arm. The Lost Souls chain gets to the Crystal Caves and I hit myself with a falling crystal in the Dragon Boss room, something I completely forgot to do when I was first here. There we go. Stop hitting yourself for getting hit by falling crystals during the Dragon Battle in Crystal Caves. Not during the Dragon Battle itself, but whatever. It will do. From there, I spent an hour collecting the rest of the Lost Souls, but eventually lost and found for finding all the Lost Souls. Great, now we just need to complete them all. Then in the time device level, I go back and actually pick up the final life bottle this time, not forgetting it. Healthiest man alive, dead, for collecting every life bottle. Yes, only a few left to go now. And I complete the Lost Soul loop in the entrance hall. There we go, Soul Savior. Yeah, for dealing with all the souls. And then, if I hold L2, down, square, triangle, circle, down, up, square, triangle. Old School Sneaky for attempting to perform any original game cheat code. And I started a new game to try and get the death trophy. See, it did glitch out, and therefore I had to start from scratch and die 7 different ways. At least I thought I did, because on the third death, this happened. Well, for some reason, the trophy has now popped, and we got Deathly Smorgasbord for dying 7 different ways. That was the third way on the list, and at this point, I'm not even going to question it. Whatever, man. Whatever. But that does mean we also get Saviour of Gallowmere for unlocking all the trophies. I really wish that last one wasn't bugged. It made things a lot more tedious than it needed to be. But it is what it is.